dun 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 dun. Oh no, it's difficult because look, on one hand, terrible unrest in Iraq. On the other hand, World Cup trivialised further by baby learning to walk near spherical cloth object. That's hard to think about that. It's complicated, isn't it? Oh no, look, there's loads of murder and conflict and conflagration in Iraq. Like that, people were saying that would happen if we destabilised Saddam Hussein, and now look, it is happening. I mean, I suppose what's your attitude towards interventionism? I think it might be down to if those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Let's say the Dalai Lama went, right, I'm going over Iraq to sort it out, you feel better. But when Tony Blair wants to go over there, or George Bush, or any of them, look, you sort of think, well, you're not doing that well over here. What are you doing going over there? Right, this is sorted now, we're off over there to do some more stuff. This is chaos over here, concentrate, focus. What do you mean you're dismantling the NHS? We're a bit busy now, we're going to create some future jihadists. I mean, that is a terrible, terrible, sad image. But look at that, even this one, like, mainly that, but still a bit that. It's mainly this is happening. Remember we went over there and we invaded that country when it was obvious we shouldn't? Well, that's happened. But on the bright side, there's a lovely little guy having a game of cloth football. I've decided to be nice to the royal family, not out of any kind of well, I think there's a World Cup on, isn't there? So I'm sort of been a bit indoctrinated into nationalism again, swept up in that ludicrous fervour. NHS forced to reinforce beds and widen corridors to cope with obese patients. Well, I suppose we're making people a bit too fat by selling them food that's not good for them. Hospitals are buying specialist beds, wheelchairs, commodes. People won't eat too much food because they're unhappy inside because they've lost their connection with the source of all joy. It's been filtered down. Like, look at this World Cup. The reason we're falling upon it, like ravenous dogs, is because it represents symbolic ideas of unity and togetherness that are important to us as, creatures that need stories to tie us together. Let's just have a quick look through the sun that was delivered. I've just come in my house, I've been away, there's one on the floor, they stuck through the door. Free of charge, it's like having a nappy put through a letterbox, isn't it? It's like sort of kind of a terrorism. Did you put the sun through my door? Yeah, we did, and there's plenty more where that came from. Boffin. Tasting notes, boffin, right tunes helps enjoy food more. A rousing Elgar tune can improve a Sunday roaster study claims. Boffins at Oxford University reckon the right music tricks our taste buds for certain dishes. Ugh. I mean, in a way, it's what's that thing, synesthesia, where there's a connection between different sensorial input, like tastes and colours and sounds have a correlation. I mean, I suppose on some level, a sound is a vibration, and on a quantum level, there would be a visible component to that if you were able to see it, and you could maybe you could taste electricity. What's the taste of electricity? What's the taste of blue? But I don't think we should spend too much time thinking about it, because otherwise it might give us a headache. But in a way, this is a comparable device here, fall in love with driving again, because that's the application of an anthropomorphic idea to a car. You shouldn't be falling in love with a car. That's mad. Even when Knight Rider used to do it, they used to think, steady on, old boy, that's just your car. Kid, what should I do? Well, firstly, get some human friends, Michael, because this is too much pressure for me. I'll take you down to the garage if you want, just chat to the bloke who works there. Alright, so you get the idea, we're all swept up in a fervour of nationalism. Tiny children are being taught how to be capitalists. Lessons in how to make a profit for children aged 5. Well, this little baby's been taught to be a footballer, and little 5-year-olds are being taught how to set up their own businesses and make profits. Don't teach them that. Don't teach them that now. Give them a few precious years before you indoctrinate them into capitalism. A generation of primary school entrepreneurs. David Cameron will support a sweeping overhaul of teaching in primary and secondary schools to encourage children to be more entrepreneurial. Kids today, they're not fucking entrepreneurial enough, are they? The reforms have been drawn up by Lord Young of Graffham. What's he know about anything? He's called Lord Young of Graffham. When I was growing up on the rough streets of Graffham, I realised we needed a generation of child entrepreneurs. Hire a royal hideaway for 50 grand. The castle that was the late Queen Mum's hideaway in the Highlands has been rented out to guests for a cost of 50 grand for a long weekend. Carefully selected visitors, oh well, we're not going then, are paying to stay at Castle May. For 50 grand, a dozen people can spend a long week in the castle, which is often visited by Prince Charles. Let's go when he's there and just... Charles, I need to get in the lobby. Just give us a minute before. No, I'm coming in now. What have you chose that fucking stinks? You shut yourself in here, didn't you? You shut yourself. I'm embarrassed. Look at this. These sort of things now. Footballers on exercise bikes. What about when that physio fell over? What a dope. Celebrating, broke his own ankle. That dopey physio. The physio can't keep himself fit. Tony Blair wants to start more wars in Iraq. No one's qualified to do their jobs in this country. Anyway, that's some truths. Oh, excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Nose is a tool that is abused to fool you and to leave you scared and confused. Trews is like the nose. If the nose was true, I want some trews. Let's have some trews.